Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. Last time we did the first half of the the first half of the Hades Cup, and now we're getting started on the second half. And we are not having much trouble here. See, it just takes about one hit to take care of most of these Heartless, so... you know, like I said in a last video, I didn't think we were that over-leveled, but, well, I wouldn't say we're over-leveled, because it's not like we did any... I didn't do any grinding other than what we needed to do in order to get the Dalmatians. So... And even when we started getting the Dalmatians, things were pretty easy at that point. So it just seems like somehow... And like I said in the last video, it could have to do with the order in which we gain stuff by leveling up, but, we've just got extremely powerful in this latter half of the... Well, actually, not latter half of the game, like latter quarter of the game. Maybe not even that. Sixth, I don't know. Or something. I was thinking about how to, like if you were trying to teach a little kid how to use fractions or something, and they were like, I don't get it, I don't understand why fractions will be useful, or something like that. It seems like a really good way to sort of teach them would be to take like a ruler and take something that's like 1 3/4 inches, or you could start by doing something that's like ½ an inch or something, and then say, okay, how do we represent how long this piece of paper is or whatever? And they're like, well, it's not quite 1 inch, but it's right in between, so we call that ½ an inch. Why does it say shadow X? Oh, shadow times question mark? Are more gonna appear or something? Yeah, okay, alright, whatever, this is not a big deal. Yeah, and then you could, so you have like 1/2, and then you're like, well, what if it's between 1/2 and 1? Then what do you call it? And you're like, oh, then you call that 3/4. Well, what if it's between 3/4 and 1? Well, then you would call that 7/8. And you show them how you have to changing the denominator to get smaller little fractions or something. I don't know, I just think that would make it easier to picture. But that's just an idea. I don't know, you might also do like a pie. I remember when I was in elementary school, we had these things where they were like little fractions of a circle, and you could like put them together to make up one. And so there were like little white pieces which were like 1/9 or something, and then there were like huge green pieces which were thirds, I think, and there were red ones that were sixths, and they also had halves. So you could like combine them however you want to try to make the whole pie. I thought that was cool. I remember that. And I remember when we had little cubes that you could use to like build shapes and stuff, and then you could find the volume of it by either counting up the cubes, or you could do like multiply by you know, the length times the width and that sort of thing, or if it's 3D, you do the length times the width times the depth or something. And I don't know, not everyone calls it the depth, I think there's another word for it or something. It's always really ambiguous which way is depth, you know, and which way is width. I was writing some math problems as part of my end-of-year calc project, because once we took the AP, we had to just do a little project. And I described a shape, and I was like, it has this many meters in depth, and blah blah blah, and you had to draw a picture, and like, this was just for one little student who was in a different class. It was like a favor for one of the teachers, so she didn't have to make the problems. Anyway, the guy like drew the picture totally different from how I would have drawn it, but then he got like the same volume, you know, because you can like just multiply it out, and because of the cumulative property of multiplication, it all works out. But anyways, we're down to the 23rd seed, so that's not bad. We probably got another boss coming up. But this is still as easy as the first 10, so it's incredible how, like, no, I've talked about that enough, how incredible it is, how strong we are, but, it really is. 22nd seed. What am I going to talk about? 22nd of Lost Seed or something. What is it? What does he actually say? I'm talking about Emperor Uriel Septim, for those of you who don't understand, so glad I could clear that up by telling you about Emperor Uriel Septim. I think he says it's 20-something of Last Seed. The year of Akatosh, 493 or something. I don't remember it quite right. But that's from Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, by the way, for those of you who need more clarification. Which I consider to be probably my favorite video game of all time. No big deal. But really, it is my favorite. Like, ugh, it's amazing. The game is amazing, and it's amazing how much I enjoy the game. Both of those quantities are amazing. I don't know if it's correct to call those quantities. Look at all the magic we have. I'm not using any magic because all I'm doing is mashing on the X button. That's one of the things that people don't like about the Kingdom Hearts game, or games, is that, oh, here we go. Here's the boss. Oh, wow, it's both of them. That might be kind of hard. But, let's throw on Arrow, and, maybe we can get through this. People don't like how it's just button mashing for a lot of it, and that's a valid complaint. I mean, you can do a little bit more than that, like you can do stuff with magic and that sort of stuff, but other than that, to be honest, it's mostly just mashing on the X button, but it's fun, it's cool, it's pretty, it's Disney themed, and it's also Final Fantasy themed. It's like, how couldn't you like it? There's something in it for everybody. Alright, so now he's going to make his big sword. I don't know if we ever got to see this when we fought him normally, but it's just a huge sword. But, it's not a big deal, especially for us at this point in the game. See, look, I think our arrow spell actually just deflected that for us. That little fireball, maybe he'll throw another one at us if we stay far away. Or maybe not. But I think it automatically deflects it, which is just awesome. So, alright, there we go. He's down. Let's throw up another arrow and take down Cloud. See, this is not hard at all. But, you don't even have to worry. See, like, when we were playing this game earlier, I had to worry about blocking and all that stuff. Now it's just like, throw on arrow and you hardly take any damage at all from his strongest attacks. And then just attack, 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 and it's easy. I think it actually has a lot to do with whether you pick to specialize in defense or attack at the start of the game. That could have been the difference between, you know, some playthroughs and some other playthroughs. Oops. See, I just tried to use Cure Magic, but I used Stop by accident, because that's what I got on my square hotkey. Anyway. There, I blocked anyway, but we didn't have to, because he doesn't even, like... It's like with Arrow, you don't even fall over when you get hit. Like, that's awesome. And kind of cheap. But it's like, you can just keep on attacking, and it, like, doesn't matter if you get hit. Oh, no, it still matters. I was a little overstating the usefulness of Arrow, but it sure is nice, and it's something that I never really used in previous playthroughs. So, well, that's cool. Sora obtained Lionheart, so that's a new Keyblade. And that might be just about all the Keyblades except the very last one, so, swell. I forgot to start my timer, but you know what, we're just going to go to the end of the video anyway, so... There's a little different looking, arena? They put some trees in. Oops, I wanted to use gravity on the large bodies, not on the, little Halloween Town guys. Alright, so if I just, oh, screw it. Hey, we're running out of magic. But Goofy gave us some, so how convenient is that? So, we could throw on an arrow. I think that helps with these large enemies, because you just run into them, and even if you're not at their back, you'll still do damage. And, in general, arrow is a really useful spell, but it does take up 2 MP, so not always the best. By the way, if you're wondering if we could get, like, better weapons for Donald and Goofy by going to Traverse Town and buying them in the store, we can't. I checked, and you can't. So, don't worry about it. See, I think we automatically were deflecting those fireballs. Let's see if we can make them fire one at us. They're firing them at Donald and Goofy, not us. But, well, anyways, I suppose it's not really worth going through all the trouble of trying to find out for sure. Oh, man, okay, let's just finish this up. There we go. Okie dokie. I mean, our HP is getting pretty big at this point, too. You remember when it was, like, barely around our head, you know? Or just, like, just coming around the bend? Or, you know, like, now it's actually starting to straighten out. It's, like, done with the circle. It's really cool how... I like how they design the HP bar like that, because... like, you know, most games would just do like a normal rectangular one, which is okay. Like, I don't mind that. But having this unique kind of rectangle one is very cool, very interesting, and or I mean, sorry, it's not a rectangle. This one's a circle. That's why it's unique, circular one, and I don't know. That's cool. I don't think the math would be too hard for trying to figure out how to draw that HP bar. You would just, instead of having it in terms of like the width of your HP, you'd have it in terms of like degrees, you know, or like fractions of the pi, since, I mean, that would be radians, since that's what, I mean, degrees and fractions are sort of related if you know about radians, so that's kind of neat. Wow, we got a lot of these guys to fight. Maybe if we use Thundaga, our new magic? Didn't really do much. See, our magic is kind of crappy, and that could be because we gave up magic. You know, it probably is, because we have such low MP, because we got Oblivion on and all that. I bet if we upgraded our MP like as much as we've upgraded Donald's and threw on Spellbinder or the, what's that called? The Lucky Rose or something, then we would have much stronger magic. And, because the higher your MP is, the more damage that your magic will do, which is something that I didn't know for a little while, but it's true. So the only magic that we haven't upgraded yet is Cure and Gravity. And so hopefully we get those upgrades during this tournament. That would be neat. I've never gotten all the magic upgrades before because I've never beaten the Phantom before. Though, to be honest, the Phantom was so much easier than I thought it would be. Like, yeah, as long as you have the proper equipment and stuff, and you know the strategy, which I guess I kind of cheated by looking it up, but it's not that complicated of a strategy anyway. I still haven't recorded the commentary for that, so I'll do that soon. But, oh, wow, so see, that was awesome. We definitely reflected the little fireballs right back at the large bodies, so that's super cool. That arrow will do that for you. Look, we just reflected one onto another enemy just by targeting it. Wow, that's so neat. Donald, you did not need to use stop on nobody. Okay, what number are we on? 13th. Okay, so we gotta finish this up and then get all the way down to 0. But, well, we can do it. Let's use some gravity in here. Hopefully we can get more than one with the, spell. I don't know if we can always manage to do that. Hey, nice, Goofy refilled our MP. That's super nice of him. Not all the way, of course, but with his MP gift. That is quite a useful ability, and it's definitely worth having. And I think it's nice how Goofy always seems to have MP, so I mean, it's nice. I don't know what will trigger him to use MP gift on us, because it looks like he has MP that he's just not using on us, but maybe if we like end up with 0 MP, then he'll use it. So, oh well, there we go. He just used it on me. So, how convenient. Sorry, I'm not coming up with more interesting stuff to talk about. You gotta understand, it is hard because there's not story going on or anything like that to talk about or to remind me of anything. It's just mindless fighting. And so, Elder Force. Who comes up with these names, man? I think we got a boss in the next fight. Still, these guys are so much easier than they've ever been. Like, it's never been this easy to defeat these guys. Seriously. In all my years of playing Kingdom Hearts. Because I've never gone for this much completion. I mean, you've noticed I've been getting all the power-ups and all the defense-ups. And not all of them, because I didn't get those tournaments done. But, I mean, those make a big difference when you stack 5 of them that I've never gotten before and throw them on Sora. Like, you're gonna see a difference there.
Yo, hey, how you doing, everybody? Yeah, got a minute? Hades,
a little cutscene here.
Hey, guess what? I got a place.
Oh, we gotta fight him? Well, this is only the 10th seed, so we got 10 more rounds to go anyway. Alright, well, let's throw the arrow on and see what we can do here. Now, if I remember this correctly, he is sometimes invulnerable. Like, it looks like he's invulnerable right now. I don't know when he gets vulnerable again. Oh, thanks for healing me. I wish I had cure magic on. Here, maybe now? Yeah, okay, now he's vulnerable, so let's do it. Man, it is nice that that reflects stuff back at him for us. It's almost like cheap the way it does that, but I guess, I mean, we're leveled up. We deserve it. See, look at that. It stuns him for us and everything. We get tech points. Like, I'd sort of understand if we didn't get tech points for it, but it still deflected it, because it's not like we're doing anything worthy of getting tech points, but, I mean, we get him anyway, so... Okay, he's not invincible in this state anymore, but he does this little move, which we can't hurt him during that, but it's not hard to avoid.
Hey, you having fun yet?
Oh, but Donald and Goofy are dead, so let me revive Donald just real quick. It's too bad I don't have the cure magic up, but whatever, I've talked about that enough. I can just get it from the menu. And it's nice because Donald will heal you. And see, Donald just seems to have all kinds of MP now that we put those accessories on. So that's nice. This is not hard. Nothing is difficult in Kingdom Hearts anymore. This used to be like a somewhat difficult game. Now it's not. I mean, it was somewhat difficult when it was on expert mode, you know? Like, if you play this on normal mode, this is like what the whole game is like. Okay, that's an overstatement. But, I mean, of course I played it on normal mode the first time I got it. Like, that's what everybody does, I think. But, I mean, that's not what you do the second time. And same with Kingdom Hearts 2. When I first played it, I played it on normal mode. Sometimes you can't even unlock expert mode, depending on, you know, what game you're talking about, until you've beat the game once. Hey, Air Combo Plus, that's kind of nice. That'd be good to have. That will make it so we can do one more hit in the air. Oh, so the video's getting pretty long, and we got 10 more rounds to go, so...
Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Hey guys, get away from me! Oh, come on!
I'm not sure if those are like his servants taking him down in the underworld or something. Attain the power of stars. So we upgraded gravity. Sorry, I ended up skipping through that. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we got a few more rounds to do. So I think I'm going to pause it and just do those in the next video. So, thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. Next time, I promise we will finish up the Hades Cup and see what we feel like after that. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.